is going to pressure back. 100 Thieves looking to
good Viper's Pit.
Hunter's Fury.
Tags only once. Snakebite at the ready. Cryo is taking some chip damage, but it's going to commit for the plant. That's massive, and now you can, counteract with a Viper's Pit of your own. Lockdown in play just to try to reinforce it from both sides. A Venn diagram over the B site.
So many ults invested. A big round for both teams. And that means just no vision for Kayak with this op. And now trying to get around to the yellow box. That's Fnatic's job. And now both pits are out of the picture. And it's just EU on the post plane. It starts with 1. 3 more to go. The recon.
The knives.
And 2 players detained. And the ping onto Kayak. And Crashies dances and weaves. And it's Fnatic with the win. Util, especially from that Sova to see what's up close. But Xander does get spotted from that dart, and he will be gone for good.
Really great offensive wall to get that recon dart backside yellow where no one could deny it. So really good stuff out of Fnatic now with the numbers. Should be good for a plant and a 5v2. Angle for 100 Thieves to work with on this post plant. Recon dart pushes him back for a moment. There's the follow-up, though, and an opportunity to put some pressure on towards the spike. Nano and a shock dart comes through. EU pushing, got shut down by Alpha, and it's all just down to Asuna, who's not going to have enough time to make this happen.
Good stabilization from Alpha, and 100 Thieves maybe had a chance when he took out Chronicles, so no res opportunity, who already has it. You kind of want to see if Xander's around this yellow box area. Recon is still available from Crashies, and they're just going to go off a contact play, and they wipe 100 Thieves from B.
And honestly, if you're 100 Thieves, unless EU can find one to stop this plant or stop the exit, you're probably going to save here. You have no idea where Alpha is. EU's been pushed off the angle up top. Now, Asuna has found the pick through mid. You've got the operator for Cryo on the backside of the site, so maybe a chance here to break this down. Just comes down to can EU actually scout anything out with this Aldrone.
Possible now with the Resurrect, but time is certainly running out, so Fnatic just have to protect this for as long as they can. He did hear that teleport. Asuna, Paranoia, Crashies playing around safety around the box and shooting through, and Kayak tries to assist. They'll have to trade now. 3 versus 2. It's all the Cryo, and he won't be able to keep the op. You know, they come in usually with a lot of hype and a lot of energy and prep, and having to be iced out, as the Canadians would say. And Alpha at least kicks things off after getting first blooded last round, but that's traded. So Fnatic are having to slow push this, kind of bring that towards spawn, but the spike's now heading to A.
Yeah, throw the op over the edge, but not the case. And hold on a second, 100 Thieves are finding a couple of key eliminations. Alpha is completely isolated when the no-scope connects. Asuna with the trade, but the round becomes very difficult from here on a 1v2 post plant.
Fnatic of where did Asuna go? In a 1 versus 2, definitely possible for someone like him, and just juggling and jumping on the high ground. Chronicle gets the win.
Now this is interesting because 100 Thieves playing off this long pinch are going to try to pull people over to Busio's direction. Trade in the back line. Alpha still got the operator out. Needs to connect on the first and is able to. Can he get more than that? No. And now the focus has to go back over towards Busio's direction. They need to set up this pinch. They need to get it quickly.
Yeah, 100 Thieves have been very flank heavy, and Alpha will call that out. And Fnatic can try to focus on this lurker. Busio is removed, and Fnatic just take this one step at a time, and it's all up to EU, and the high and low too much for him to handle. And Fnatic continue to stomp through the 100 Thieves.
Yeah, not good.
Okay, we don't have eyes on Kitchen. We don't know what's happening in mid, and we're expecting Fnatic to really change things up. And here is Kitchen, Alpha, already breaking that down.
This is so well done by Fnatic. You pop a Viper's Pit on the middle of the map. It allows you free entry to B if you want it, but you're still lurking at A at the same time. You catch them on rotation. It's just chef's kiss right now from Fnatic. They could do no wrong. Cryo able to put a little bit of a linchpin under this rotation in and then follow up with a second, but he gets traded, and it's going to be a 3v2.
Yeah, Fnatic with the fake was real cool, but that op, I think, dwindled down the forces of Fnatic, and 100 Thieves have to pull out a win here, and it's all up to Chronicle. And Cryo just did so much work. 100 Thieves really pulling this round together after investing their pit and having to go up against that. Chronicle above and couldn't finish off the second. What, 36 HP for Xander? He's nuts. It's just 1 round, so don't want to build up too much hope yet. We'll see what Xander can do over at Yellow Box, kind of go for these solo plays. You want to make something happen for Crashies, pings you with a recon or something, and there is a double kill. Good swing, great timing.
Lockdown going to be called for the defense. Aldrone, Nano Swarms, giving you the intention this is still going to be a plant, and Boaster will commit, but EU's able to follow up the kill to make sure Yellow stays a bit more compromised. Boaster has to hold his ground on top of the site as he will be detained. Is there a rundown for the knife? Is there a rundown? Are they going to get there? The shock dart will do it.
Oh my my god.
If we can catch that, yeah, here we go. Asuna in a little bit of trouble. Hunter's Fury to follow up. They got the connection, and then just a quick shot from Kayak with the knife to have first blood, and the A site look very vulnerable as he's able to find more. EU with the shutdown, but a mere consolation prize as this will be a very vulnerable site.
Yeah, Fnatic just played that site so well. Just the same thing of getting Kayak on top of screens, playing really fast, and 100 Thieves trying to punish. I like that poke from EU too, from the back door, but now all the pieces are set from Fnatic. It's just impossible for Xander to do anything. So Fnatic, post timeout, got back on their high horse.
Do Fnatic, so again, that recon dart allows for that op angle to be taken. Xander, yep, will also be isolated backside of yellow with a little bit of pre-fire from Fnatic.
Against Fnatic, they've really struggled, so Xander is trying to get more help, and Bucio's playing a double up with him over there, but now you get to see the power of the Omen, and especially the Stinger with the paranoia just enabling himself, but Fnatic trade that out, and especially with the slow orbs and the Judge where the sun don't shine, Fnatic are going to have a strong half.
Yeah, Poster tip-tap away over at mid. Also has the barrel here onto Alpha. No, only gets the one. So yeah, 9-3 is going to be the call here.
Not show their cards yet. But, oh, look at Kayak. He's so close, and he's caught by Xander, and not expecting 100 Thieves to just show themselves this late.
That'll work though. Just again, getting a read of the situation. But 2v4, some damage hit right now on 100 Thieves.
Oh, Poster didn't even get that kill. You got Bucio down to 24, and just thought that 100 Thieves had left the site, but bad read, and it's just Alpha that has to put damage in. But hey, 100 Thieves cooked something special off the pistol. The kind of delayed approach made it look like they were going through B or mid, and now it's Fnatic. Gonna have Alpha push through. There is gonna be that turret that marks them. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves are getting information on Kayak, who's gonna be in safety, but there's more around the corner, and Fnatic are kind of separated from each other, not in positions to really trade, and Cryo messes up his dash and gets revealed through the smoke, so he goes down. Not the cleanest, but it still should be a solid round for 100 Thieves. And Fnatic that have to fight back against that.
Yeah, I don't like these first few rounds. I don't want to say that they're moot.
He's not going to be stubborn about holding that yellow box. He can just kind of play the distance battle. Now with this wall back up, 100 Thieves can go for a plant.
Yeah, and Alpha just spams from up top through the toxic screen. Painful stuff. Asuna scaling deep to Snowman, though, is big. This is a huge post-plant position. I mean, you can see Fnatic, they're still holding the backside of the site. They recognize that this is going to be an aggressive push-through, but Xander and Bucio still collect, and Chronicle and Crashes are in some trouble, and they may just back off this.
Yeah, what a deep plant, too, from 100 Thieves, and now Fnatic are realizing kind of the dangers of giving up that yellow box. Is you're going to be having to retake from Snowman, and 100 Thieves are not even going to let you think of that.
And then you can scale one step further than maybe you're used to. That little bit of a safety net or an alarm system or on the back could be in some trouble, but Boaster, Kayak in some trouble here at green. Boaster able to sidestep the nearsightedness. Going to get tagged by the Owl Drone, though. Can he come away with one, but play off their default, which is looking like it's going to be a very reactionary defense. And if 100 Thieves can continue to scale deep into these executes, there's going to be some issues that Fnatic have to respond to.
All right, now you've got that flank that's been exposed. Fnatic doing as much damage as they can, at least getting 2 kills. But time is of the essence, and 100 Thieves, they're paying attention. You're not going to get away with too much.
Again, kind of forcing the issue early.
Not to curse it, but 100 Thieves haven't dropped an offensive round yet, and they're about to walk into the sightlines of Kayak, and he won't whiff that one. And big old hug, but Boaster, wow. That's the thing, Kayak is locked in. Drone looking for him, and what a shot! But a punish from Xander is huge, and the KJ Util's making it so he just can't keep rolling it down. 2 versus 2 with the spike ready to plant.
Hunter's Fury.
Hunter's Fury to try and stop this, and even Chronicle doesn't even need that. A ping onto Asuna, and he said goodbye to him too.
Aggressive angle onto 410. He's going to hear that alarm bot he placed, though, so opportunity to try to catch someone off, and what a play from Kayak. First blood onto Asuna as a critical agent to take out of the hands of 100 Thieves.
Maybe even getting able to pressure Snowman, which would be great, but Boaster is going to pressure back. 100 Thieves looking to plan. Hunter's Fury.
Tags only once. Snakebite at the ready. Cryo is taking some chip damage, but it's going to commit for the plant. That's massive, and now you can, counteract with the Viper Spit of your own. Lockdown in play just to try to reinforce it from both sides. A Venn diagram over the B site.
So many ults invested. A big round for both teams. And that means just no vision for Kayak with this off. And now trying to get around to the yellow box. That's Fnatic's job. And now both pits are out of the picture. And it's just EU on the post plane. It starts with 1. 3 more to go. The recon.
The knives.
And 2 players detained. And the ping onto Kayak. And Crashies dances and weaves. And it's Fnatic with the win.
You know, for Fnatic, you've got them cornered, you've got them pinned. Now it just comes to can you hit the shots with the stingers.
Hey, Kayak was impactful on the flank before. With the stinger, it'll be kind of different. And Alpha holds it down on the front line. So 100 Thieves are kind of weak, and despite the Vandals, it should be just better. But you're not obscuring screens a whole lot, so you're going to have to play from the low ground. Kayak with the knives out. Okay, stinger not so good. Knives even better. But are these butter knives or what? The flank is doing... is okay.
EU has to win this fight. He just absolutely has to. That's your post-plant security, and he's able to win it. Xander also able to follow up onto the site, makes this a little bit more doable. Zasana's on an island, but the Hunter's Fury for EU is the win condition.
This is for the win, and it's all up to EU to save 100 Thieves, and you still have a Hunter's Fury, but Crashies is up first, and a big win. Fnatic 13-11.
Wow, it was a great opening dart.